Hi everyone, it's Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm here sharing a new layout for Pink Paislee. The theme on the Pink Paislee blog this week is anniversary, so I thought it would be perfect to scrapbook a lovey-dovey page of my husband and I did something a little bit different for my title and journal work, which I'll talk about later. The cut file that I'm using is one purchased from the Alley Studio store, and I did a search for a sort of staggered heart cut file. I wanted one where I could back some of the hearts with photos, and I had a specific idea in mind, and instead of creating it from scratch, I was lucky enough to be able to find one in a store that I really liked. So what I'm doing for this is I'm backing the hearts with a couple of photos as well as some of the pattern papers within the collection. Now, to do this, I had to sort of trace around the heart shapes onto either the pattern papers or the photos, and then from there I cut them out. I cut them out, leaving a little bit of a border so that I had something to adhere to the back of the cut file. With the photos, I tried to print them as small as I could, but I still wanted them to take up a lot of the heart space. So it meant that, the faces don't fit perfectly in there, but you can definitely see either just my husband or hubby and I. You can tell who's in the photos from this layout. So I grabbed that gorgeous painted look pattern paper because that incorporated a lot of the bright colors in the Fancy Free collection, and I wanted this page to be sort of bright and fun, and I found that against the white background with the white cut file, the black and white photos, those colors really popped, and I really loved that effect that it gave. Of course, a layout sort of isn't complete with some softer colors from me, so I do incorporate a bit of that soft pink, and I wanted to add some more masculine colors as well, so I've got that navy pattern as well as that lime green that will come into the layout as well. So once I have all the areas of the cut file that I want backed with the pattern papers, my next step is to add some foam adhesive to the back of the cut file. Now, because some of the spaces weren't filled with pattern paper, it meant that I could only apply that foam adhesive where they were covered in hearts, but there was enough of them on the layout that once the cut file was placed down, it looked even enough in terms of how much dimension I used. So I'm just using a Scotch foam adhesive, and it comes on a big 36 yard roll, I think it is, which is huge, 33 meters in Australia, and I've had it for ages and I've barely touched the surface of it, but it's a really nice dimensional adhesive. It's not too thick, but it adds enough to give that shadow from the cut file on your layout. So let's get on to the title. I've used a website called timeanddate.com, and I've gone to the duration calculator. Years ago, I created a layout very similar to this with the same sort of title. So what I did was I've popped into the calculator the duration between our anniversaries, so from when we were first together until our last anniversary that we had, and I got 7,364,160 minutes. I think it was it minutes? Golly gosh, it's been a while since I've created this layout, and that I thought was just a unique title. I think that it draws you in to read the journaling, which explains what I'm talking about. And then when I've embellished the layout, I've added in some more of the gorgeous Fancy Free embellishments, and I've added some buttons and die cuts. I did try and add a bit more than what I actually end up keeping on the layout, like that Love Your Smile die cut and some of the florals and things. But I felt like this layout just needed to be kept simple and sweet. I really love the effect of the cut file. I didn't want to overpower the layout, and once I'd added my journaling, I was sort of content with how it looked. To tie it all in and to sort of give the layout a bit of a frame, I do some stitching around the entire thing, and that pretty much finished the layout. I was really happy with how it turned out. I like the uniqueness of the title, and I've got the website up here if you wanted to create something similar yourself. It's really fun to see. It'll tell you the minutes that you've spent with someone, seconds, days, weeks, months, to the date. So it's really fun. Thanks for stopping by the channel and checking out my latest layout for Pink Paislee, and I'll see you soon.